Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be setting up a router on a stick configuration, which happens to be a common method used to enable communication between devices on different VLANs using a single physical router interface. We'll walk through the step-by-step process of configuring a router and a couple of switches to route traffic between the VLANs. By the end of this video or tutorial, the devices and the different VLANs will be able to communicate with each other throughout the subinterfaces configured on the routers. With that being said, let's get into the video. Yes, like I mentioned, this is a router on a stick. You have your router, we have two switches, and we have these end devices that are located in the different either VLAN 10 or VLAN 20. Oh yeah, so I guess with that being said, we can go ahead and start configuring these different devices. Let's start with the end devices. Computer, go into maybe configuration. Let's give the IP that we see as 192.168.10 with a subnet mask .1 with a subnet mask of completed for us /24. The gateway that we have here, we want the gateway to be on this IP. So go ahead and take that. I'll put it on. That's our gateway. Okay, this has been configured. This device has been configured. Let's go configure this device here. Sorry. IP configuration. Let's go ahead. This is 10.3. Allow. Let's go ahead. We want it to be on that same gateway. Yeah, this is the default gateway in which it's going to exit and go to the router. So that's done. Let's go ahead and do the same thing here. This is a .20. Okay. 20. That's the same subnet mask we want. We gotta change that. Now doing this is 20. 100. Yeah, that's the gateway we want. Let's do it for the other two. Let's go to desktop. Go IP configuration. Let's configure IP address. It is 20.2. Automatically knows what we're trying to do. The subnet mask. I'm not sure how it goes, but it knows what this gateway. So yeah, it's going to need that gateway. Go up here. And we're going to configure the gateways up here as well. So this is done. Let's configure the last endpoint device. Desktop config. Let's go here. Wow. It's 20.3. 20.3. We'll go through this. 100. And all devices have been configured. Now let's go into this switch and CLI. Okay, it's literally showing. Okay, show that I connected all these devices to it. I was wondering what that was. So there are about 5 devices that went through this. Okay, cool. But it's showing just the 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. Okay, it's not showing the router because it's not up yet. But yeah, these have been configured properly. Okay, cool. Alright, enable conf t terminal. Let me change my host name. I like to change my host name so I know which device I'm on. Host name would be switch 0. That's what I wrote there. Call it switch 0. switch 0, that's fine. Let's go into, so now we're going to switch 0. We want to create our VLAN. Let's create our VLAN. VLAN 10. The first thing we're doing, let's give our VLAN a name. We'll give it, we can give it HR in this case. Yeah. Alright, HR. So if our VLAN has its name, we exit. Let's create a 1 for 20 as well. Then 1 for 20 VLAN 20, and name it. We can call it networking. Networking. We'll call that one networking. Cool. Let's do a do show VLAN brief to see what we've configured. Let's see. Create a VLAN 10 HR, VLAN 20 called networking. Now we have to assign these ports to the different VLANs that we want them to be in based upon the diagram that we have here. So we want, I believe this is on, oh, let me go ahead and check which port this is. Okay, this port is on 02, I believe it's 03, 04, and 01. Okay, cool, 02, 03, 04. So let's go ahead and continue to configure. Alright, okay, I'm gonna exit that. Let's do interface fast 02. That should be in VLAN 2 and 3 should be in VLAN 10. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, let's see, VLAN 2. And then we do a switch port, because switch port mode access, because we're connecting the device to the switch. So we use this. So we use an access switch port or switch port access to do so. Switch port access VLAN 10. Will I do the same for 03? Change to 03. Switch port mode access. Switch port 10. We can go ahead and check by doing a do VLAN brief, and we can see that this fast internet port 0/2 and 0/3 on VLAN 10 now. I believe this is in 0/4, and this should be, you can see it's gone, it went off and it came on again. It's gonna come on again. See that green arrow. But let's do this thing. See, it came on. Let's do the same thing for this, but we're gonna put this in VLAN 20. Interface 4. This time around. Before we do that, mode access, switch port, access VLAN 20. Voila. Again, I like to always verify. I've made it a habit to verify. You see /04 is on 20. Now that's done, I do want to put a trunk port on this one so that we can traverse, we can be able to communicate from this VLAN onto this VLAN. But yeah, let me go ahead and put that trunk port there, so we can be able to communicate. Trunk port allows us to put multiple VLANs onto a port. So that's why I'm going to put a trunk port here. So let's say we want to go from here to here and pass that packet, or that packet, or that not packet, the frame. When we're on the switch, this is layer 2, we're talking about frames, but here we're talking about packets on layer 3, which happens to be where the routing happens. But yeah, I guess in this case, past that frame, we'll be able to traverse this because of the trunking that we're gonna do here. But yeah, so I've already done that. What I can do is I can do my trunk porting right now. I can go ahead and set this so I can then do the trunk port, but I'll go ahead and do my trunk porting. Why not? So this is interface. I think that was 0, 1. Okay, so we do a switch access mode trunk. Alright, the trunk is up. That's fine. Okay, but now we have to allow the. Do we want to allow one there? We want to allow allowed VLAN 10 and 20. Yeah. Cool. That's done. So that we've set this switch has been set up. We'll come back and yeah, this is done. So let's go on to the next switch. Voila. CLI. Okay, we have two things that something's being blocked. What's being blocked? Oh, trunking. Okay. So I need to set up a trunk port on this side as well as two switch access ports for these two things. Okay, cool. Alright, let's continue. Let me set up the access ports. Let's enable conf2. We want to do this. Oh yeah, we want to go into the interface itself. Which interface was that? These were 03, 02, 01. Okay, 02. All right, that's good to know. All right, so we're gonna do this fast. So 2. Switch port mode access. Okay, let me do a switch port access VLAN 20. Oh, did we create our VLANs? I don't think we created our VLANs yet. Oh, let's create our VLANs. Oh, let's go ahead and create the VLANs. Sorry about that. VLAN 20. Is that M? That's an N. There we go, VLAN 20. Name. Now, what did we call VLAN 20? I think it was networking, if I'm not mistaken. That's it. Let's go back to let's go ahead and load. Makes more sense. We can do a do show VLAN brief. All our networking here. Cool, and yep, there we go. We have another one. We need to put this is on Ethernet 03. So let's go ahead and do that as well. So let's 3 switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 20 If we do show VLAN brief, there we go. Cool. Let's do our trunking as well. We want to do a trunk port. VLAN switch port trunk. And you know what? VLAN, trunk allowed VLAN 10. But another thing I do want to do is let me add a VLAN 10 name HR. Go back to trunk. Here. So my trunk. I want to add allow add. Add and let's let's see what we have configured this for. Okay, and I think we're good to go. And do I want to show, I want to be able to verify that my trunk that we have, let's do a show interface trunk, and cool, showing the trunk there on 10, and it should be showing a trunk on 20. Let's add 20, let's see. Okay, there we go, 10 and 20 now. All right, I think we're good to go here now. Now, last thing we need to configure is the router itself. The router itself. Okay, let's do. Okay, enable. Go on to conf T. Let's go into interface of the router. The interface here is 000. Just want to be sure 000. 000 interface. Give it 0/0/0. 0/0/0. And let's do a no shutdown. Yeah. Let's do no shutdown first to turn that on. Okay, now let's exit and go into a subinterface. Let's create our subinterface. So interface gigabit 0/0/0 .10. Yeah, .10. That's what we want to call this. Create the subinterface, and then let's encapsulate that and tag it the .1 encapsulation. .1Q encapsulation 10. And I add the IP address of my gateway 192.168.10.100 255.255.255.0. Cool. You can exit and go into the other interface. I believe. Oh, it's the same one. Sorry. This time 20. Yeah, this one's up as well. Okay. We want to do the encapsulation. The .1Q 20, 20, add the IP address, add the IP address, IP address is 192.168.20.100. That's the subnet mask. Oh, it's already the gateway. And it's subnet mask dot 0. And I believe that is done. Okay, so now let's go ahead and test. See if we can ping this bad boy right here. 192.168.20.3. I should be able to ping now. Request timed out. That should be because of the ARP. Timed out. Why is it timing out? Let's figure out what we did wrong. Why is it timing out? Okay, cool. Now we troubleshoot. We troubleshoot to figure out what the issue is. 4 packets were sent, none was received, everything was lost. Why is that? Let's troubleshoot. Let's try enable IP routing. Let's see if that works. Let's try this again. Timed out. Timed out. Okay. Something going on here. Let's figure out what's happening here. Configured it correctly. Let's figure out what's going on. Let's see with the trunking. CM1. Let's do internet interface. What is this? It's fine. Let's go back here. So that's interface fast. So that's 5. Switch port mode trunk. Okay. And that interface as well. So we have trunking going on in there. But allowed VLAN 10, 20. Right. Through shell interface trunk. Okay, we should be good now. That ping should work now. Let's try that ping. Oh, sorry about that. Let's try that ping. Go ahead and ping now. Should work now. There we go. If we do it 50%, troubleshooting 1 point. Let's go. Oh, did it. We did it. We troubleshooted. So here we were missing a trunk. I didn't put the trunk port on that interface. And that's why we couldn't ping. But yeah, this router is stick. We were able to send a packet from, or a frame from here. Oh yeah, packet from this VLAN to this VLAN. And I mean, if you want to see a simulation, you can see how it traverses the network actually. I'll move this over. this over here. Bring this out a bit. Bring this a bit here. Let's see how it traverses the network. Now, let's do a ping once more so we can see that works. Voila, ping that. And let's go ahead and play. Boom. Doing a ping. So we're going to go this way, go up the router. It should go up the router because it's not the same one. There we go. We're going to come back down. You need to know where it's, it sends the packet down. Versus that network. There we go. So we help the routing. We're able to route from this VLAN into where we want to go. Yeah. Thank you. And I look forward to more videos.